Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how I can see how. I gotta get myself together, cause I got someplace to go. So you guys, I gotta sing. If I'm not listening to music, I gotta sing then. And I'm praying when I get there, I'll see everyone I know. I wanna go to heaven. I wanna go to heaven. I wanna go to heaven. I gotta go to heaven. Okay, let's get some more folks up in here. What are we talking about today? 7 ways to thrive, not just survive. Do I have any people who are tired of just surviving? Hello. Anybody? Are you tired of just surviving? Well, I'm going to give you 7 keys, 7 things that you need to know to thrive, okay? Not just survive. And I hope you guys don't mind, but today was so, I had to come outside, so you're probably hearing the cars and everything. But I post that twice on my thing. I had to come outside. You probably hear the birds and everything. But also, too, today I did not want to wear makeup. So hey, we're just letting it all hang out and be, free in the breeze. Glory to God. We are good. Okay, let me share this in a couple of my Facebook groups and then we will get started. One more share. And I'll go into introducing myself. Okay, let's see. Feels amazing in Kansas. That's where we are. I live in Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas, to be exact. Okay, guys. Okay. So, if you are new to me, my name is Lindsay Morales. I am an abundance coach, motivational speaker, the founder of Medavida Coaching and Consulting, as well as the creator of Abundant Woman Entrepreneur. Okay, so that is my signature coaching program for women entrepreneurs who are not only looking to start their businesses, but they want to build an abundance mindset. They want to be successful in all they do across the board. And I give them the mindset tools to do that. They also receive the tools they need to shift over to the online world and plan some freedom in their business. And then, of course, building a fabulous online brand that brings in clients that you truly want to work with. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about the 7 ways to thrive, not just survive. And when you guys get on this, make sure that you share it, okay? Make sure you share this with your friends, your family. I do need to put the website in so you guys can go look at the discounts that we have right now for coaching. So right now I'm accepting life coaching clients as well as couples relationship clients. So, and usually I don't promote that. I have actually been accepting couples relationship clients for a while, but usually I don't promote that. I just promote my entrepreneurial coaching. But I want to accept more of the relationship clients. I only have a couple of slots though, so get in on that if that's something you're interested in which we would work on coming together more as a couple, bringing back that fire, that passion, okay? And also just becoming more of a team, and how you both can bring some balance, how you both can bring, as a team, can really conquer. And so a lot of couples are missing that, and it's still the mindset of it's just you and it's just me, right? As opposed to it's us, especially if you're married. So, and I do work with married couples as well as dating couples. Okay, so just so you guys know that. But yeah, feels amazing out here. So yeah, definitely go check that out at metavidacoaching.com so you can see that. I'm out on my patio. I can't wait until it's just like flowers everywhere and greenery everywhere. Okay, I can't wait. So go ahead and share. If you are able to see this later on when you watch the replay, then just be sure to like leave a message, leave a comment, and I'll definitely make sure that I respond and get your questions answered. Okay. So I usually like to do my live streams spontaneously because I like spontaneity. You know what I mean. Right. So either way, look, honey, I just go with the flow. And we will definitely get into this teaching for today. Okay, so like I said, we're talking about 7 ways to thrive, not just survive. We definitely want to be clear about what it is that we truly desire. And I have said this again and again in my other videos. If you're not following me on YouTube, definitely follow me on YouTube, Lindsay Morales, and go watch my other videos. You can also watch some videos that concern my ministry. I do love Jesus. So you can go watch that as well, and that's on there too. But you can also watch just tips and tricks on how to tap into abundance in your business as a woman entrepreneur, a solopreneur. You know, you can definitely reach success, and success is defined differently for different people. But if you want it to be not just where you're making money and you're becoming established in your career, but you're also becoming established as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, you know, then I would definitely say to go check out those videos, follow me, get in the loop. Okay. So my first tip is to make a decision. Now, a lot of people will get stuck in the place of just making a decision, period. Just making a decision is the place that a lot of us get stuck in. We get really complacent in, because sometimes we are more comfortable with the stage that we're at, right? We're more comfortable with the place that we're at. And we know that place, and we know the highs and we know the lows of that place. And so we would rather stay in that place. But if you want to go to the next level, and so the next level, maybe, I mean, there are studies, and, you know, I have experience with coaching clients that we all have a ruler of success that we feel comfortable with staying in. And so if that is the case, which that is the case for a lot of people, so it's like kind of coming out my ear, then you have to extend that ruler, right? And so that is going to take you working on your personal development and working on, okay, what is the limit to that, right? Where does my ruler end? Does it end at 12 inches or 24, or, you know what I mean? And just for an example. So, so sometimes the whole thing is like, because it makes it easier, right? If it's just a vision, if it's just a dream, and you think about it, but you don't share it with nobody, and you think about it, and then, but you don't move towards it, right? So you don't risk criticism, and you don't risk rejection, and you don't risk nobody seeing you or nobody receiving you. You don't risk those things, right? So the making of the decision, just make the decision, regardless if people receive you, regardless if people accept it, regardless if people ridicule you. And let me tell you, honey, people are going to be talking about you regardless. They're going to talk about you if you're not doing what you're meant to do, right? If you're not living your life passion, they're going to say, oh, she has so much potential. He has so much potential, but I don't know why they don't just, do whatever. I don't know why she doesn't sing. I don't know why he doesn't play guitar or play, in a band. I don't know why they don't do these things. They're so talented. They have all these skills and everything. So people are already talking about you, because if you let them know, a little bit about what your talents, your skills are, your dreams are, people are talking about you. And so you might as well say, hey, she is, you might as well want somebody to say, hey, she is living on purpose. But either way it goes, okay, either way it goes, make the decision. And here's the thing about making the decision. When you make the decision, that means that there's no ifs, ands, buts. There's no, oh, I can go back to, now look, in a sense, a plan B can be one thing or another, but I want you to look at it like this. This has to happen. This is a must for me. So if you want a coaching business, it's a must for you. You made the decision, right? Or any service-based business. And that's who I work with, people who build service-based businesses. So if you're a consultant or a coach, okay, if you want any service-based business, then you need to decide, this is for me. This is exactly what I want to do with my life, and this is what I'm going to do. And so when you do that and you make the decision, then what I like to say is you should start declaring, affirming what it is you're going to do. I'm going to be a New York Times best-selling author. And I'm just giving you guys examples. I'm going to be a New York Times best-selling author. Now, of course, you saying it is speaking it out, which is a motorcycle just went by. You saying it is speaking it out, is declaring it, right? And of course, life or death is in the tongue. Okay, so that's the Bible scripture. Okay, so you bringing life to your dream or your vision, or you bringing death to it. So you want to declare it and believe it, and believe it will happen for you. Believe that it can happen for you. Believe it. This is mine. This is mine for the taking. This is mine. Now, for example, when I was a little girl, I went to get my bachelor's degree in psychology because I wanted to be a family and marital counselor. Okay. So I said, okay, I'm going to get my bachelor's in psychology. Now, at that time, God gave me a vision of me with a couch and an office and clients. And so I said, okay, that's it. That's going to be it. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do what I have to do so I can make sure this happens. But then, of course, life happens, right? And when life happened in my like senior year of my bachelor's degree, I decided, you know what? I don't really think I want to be a therapist. And at the time too, well, when I first started my bachelor's, I had like a couple of different businesses. I had already started doing like business endeavors. And so I decided, okay, well, if I'm going to go to school again, then I'm going to do something that's going to help me, start my own business. Okay. But how do I bring both of these things together? Psychology and business. I don't know, Of course, I didn't know at the time. So fast forward, I got my master's in organizational development. I learned how to coach, learned the difference between coaching and consulting. I literally learned how to do both and how to start a practice, okay, by the grace of God. And so now, like fast forward to now, that has come into fruition because I have done everything to line myself up to get established. And I actually became established more on a global basis first because I went online, right? Sometimes you have to go online in order for people locally to recognize you. Some of you guys will know what I'm talking about. So I went online, learned how to build my coaching business online, learned how to build my brand that you see today. People always talk about my website, and believe me, I do my websites. I do my graphics, right? I mean, sometimes I might hire people here and now and again, but when you can do it, you can do it. And, so learned how to build my online brand, learned from amazing mentors, amazing coaches, multi-seven-figure, coaches and mentors who had the same background as me, right? Who knew psychology, not just calling themselves a coach because they know how to do, they know how to create Facebook ads. That's okay. Let me stop because I was about to say that's like, elementary, but okay. So dang, I shouldn't have said that. So the second thing is to declare. Okay. Welcome. Be sure to share this. I'm giving some tips. I'm also going to I'm also giving some background. So, my background and how I've used these things to not just thrive, but survive. Right. And then, like I said, too, the whole point was now I have that, right? Now I have established that. Now I'm seeing, and even though it's not a therapist, right? The vision was the therapist. It's not that. It ended up being a coach, which is 10 times better for me because that opens up my lifestyle where I can literally coach people from anywhere. I don't have to be local, even though I do have a local office. I don't have to be. I can travel. I can, just live the lifestyle that I wanted to always live as an entrepreneur. And so the number 3 is use your visualizations and meditate on them. So, when God gives you a vision of what you are going to do, meditate on that. Think about that. Go back to your journal, read over, things that you heard from him, things that he said to you, about where you are, what your calling is. Go over those things consistently, not just every 5 years. No, like almost pretty much every day if you can. Make time for it. Get up early and go over those things because what it's going to do is align that vision with your everyday walk. Even if you're working for somebody else, even if you're working full time for somebody else and you have children, like if you are staying consistent with being focused on the vision, you will accomplish your dream. You will accomplish your calling and your purpose. So the number 3 was use visualizations and meditate. Number 4 is have reminders. So I believe that it's really good to have reminders. I usually have Post-its all over the place. And my husband's okay with it. No. But I usually have Post-its all over the place. I mean, I have Post-its on my wall. And even with scriptures that remind me of the vision, right? So all of these keys are going to help you to thrive, right? Even when I was thinking about just going back to the reason why the coaching lifestyle fits me, and me being an entrepreneur, not just a coach, right? Not just a life transformation coach, but an entrepreneur who, has a lifestyle that is more freer, right? Because a lot of people don't want to stay local. But, me and my husband are very settled where we are, but we love to take trips and we love to go on vacations and do all that. And because of the lifestyle I have, we can do that. You know what I mean? Because I set my own schedule. Look at this one's popping out. We can do that, So really thinking about what is right for you. Now, there are pros and cons to everything. Okay, so you definitely want to take that into consideration. There are pros and cons to everything, and that's just reality. That's just life. I do have to be, and you will too, have to be more focused, more consistent. That's kind of like you have to maintain consistency, and you really have to be your best worker. Okay, so number 4 was have reminders. So Post-it notes. If you have black whiteboard, a whiteboard or blackboard or black chalkboard, write these things down, write these visions down. So you're reminding yourself every day, this is what I'm working towards. And then number 5 is a really big one that people tend to forget for some reason. Entrepreneurs want this lifestyle, but it takes so much more work than, you just creating a product or having a service and having your service out there. You have to research your competitors. You have to research your competitors. You have to see who's out here, what they're doing. You also have to receive feedback from potential clients, from who you're following, every new product or service, receiving information from your followers, from your clients, right? How to make your services better, how to make your product better. You should always be receiving feedback. So number 5 is to research. You got to research, do the research. Please do the research. That should be a part of your strategy. That should be just as much a part of your business strategy as, I want to sell 20, packages at $100, right? Like that should be just as much a part, and that's just for example, that should be just as much a part of your strategy is the research, market research. Now, one thing I do want to just throw out there, because I used to be in network marketing, and in network marketing, they do that research. So if you're not interested in starting something off the ground, or you're even just interested in having another, way of making income, then network marketing might be it for you if you don't like to do the research. Now, if you are starting something off the ground, from the ground up, you definitely need the right support, for one, and for 2, do the work, do the research. And I was researching my ideal client for like years. And the fact of the matter is, when you start creating more products and more services, it changes, right? So then you have to go back to the drawing board and see, okay, what does this demographic want? What would this person want? What do they need? What are their desires? What are their fears? Okay. What are their hobbies? Like all of these things. I'm giving you so much. This is, why wouldn't you expect so much from the abundance coach? So that's number 5, read and do the research. And a lot of people miss this. A lot of people miss this. They don't invest enough time into this and then wonder why their products and services flop. That would be why, because you don't know who you want to reach. This is going to bless the socks off of people who are watching this. I know it's going to bless your socks off. If it blesses your socks off, be sure to leave some comments, leave some likes, leave some hearts. The sixth thing is accountability. You need an accountability partner. If you have a brother or sister, and I'm talking about just like a guy or girl who can hold you accountable for the goals that you want to reach in your business, then you definitely want to meet with them as much as you possibly can, connect with them as much as you possibly can. So therefore, you are being held accountable for what you're supposed to do, right? For the goals that you want to make. Because especially when you're a solopreneur, it's so easy to just fall off the bandwagon. I mean, let's just be honest, right? It is, right? And even if you work with a team, say you have a small business team, you know, everyone on your team, everybody has their job. So not just depending on them, but depending on, you know, an accountability partner to help you reach that next goal. Okay. And it not just be about your team, because they have their own individual personalized goals that they want to meet, you know, that they want to reach. So, yeah, so the accountability partner also too, I mean, that's where coaches come in. I guess you guys see my paper there. That's where coaches come in, though, to hold you accountable. That's why coaching is a $10 billion industry. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that's because many people, you know, but look, I would definitely be researching and investigating these coaches, because all coaches are not made equal. Okay. So, but yeah, you definitely want to get a coach and a mentor, because they're going to hold you accountable for those goals. And here's the thing, they're experts in making you successful. So I'm an expert at making you successful as a woman entrepreneur, a minority entrepreneur. I am successful at making you successful. My success is based on your success. So therefore, why wouldn't you want to work with an expert? Okay, go ahead and keep getting those home study trainings that you never use, and that it's been 5 years and you still haven't even started going out to speaking engagements or writing your book or starting your business. Because with me, honey, oh no. Oh no. First time you leave my office, you'll have the ground plan to get you started today. Like, it's today. I'm very productive coach too, performance coach as well. And then number 7 is surround yourself with abundant thinkers. Okay, so what is an abundant thinker? Abundant thinker is a person that believes, that there's more than enough out here for all of us, right? There's more than enough clients. So a lot of people feel they get intimidated and they get scared when they want to go to the next level in their business. They want to touch and hit another marketplace, okay? Maybe it's a more, a higher marketplace than what they're used to. Then, that intimidation sets and scarcity sets in, and maybe people don't want to hear me, and maybe people don't want to see me, and maybe people won't pay me for my services. Those are all things that we would have to work through, because the reality is everybody does have a story, but can you sell your story? Okay. And not in a not in a manipulative way, but in a way that really impacts the world, in a way that really impacts your client. Your story inspires them and makes them want to be their best versions of them, and they will pay you to receive the education and the experience that you have. And that's very important. And the reality is you get so much more from people. Come on now. You not only get the education piece, but you get experience. You get wisdom. You get knowledge. You get somebody telling you and calling you out when you're slacking, right? So I am going to let you guys go now. Let me know if this blessed you. I do want to be sure to invite you guys to an abundance coaching session with me. It's my complimentary consultation. You can come on with me, book your discovery session, and we'll definitely get to identify your vision, the vision for your business, the vision for you as an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, or abundant entrepreneur, like I like to call it. Okay, so be sure to do that. Blessings in abundance, and remember, the more love you give, the more love you receive. See you soon.